Colts fans, what up, yo? Skinny Boy Colts here with another video on the Indianapolis Colts. So, yo, week 9 is over. The Colts fall again. This week they fall to the New England Patriots, 23-6. Embarrassing loss, man. 41.5 million. We said that before for this offensive line. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about Matt Pryor. Why does Brandon Faison get so many snaps over Isaiah Rodgers? Talk about that, you know what I'm saying? Is this defense a top 10 defense, a Super Bowl contending defense? Frank Wright takes over all the controls going into week 9 against the New England Patriots as we fall to the New England Patriots. We're going to talk about that, man. So much to talk about, so little time to talk about it, but I'm going to try and talk about all of it in this little time that we have. Yo, but before we do that, do your boy a favor. Hit that like, hit that share, leave your thoughts and your comments in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so that you can be notified every time the Skinny Boy Colts drop a video. With that being said, yo, let's look at week 9. The New England Patriots hosting the Indianapolis Colts in week 9. Colts travel up to New England, man, and take on the Pats. And it was a scoreless first quarter. Pats get a field goal in the second quarter, get a pick six in the third, another field goal. Ultimately, you know what I'm saying, leading to their victory over the Indianapolis Colts 26-3. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, you know what I'm saying? This is embarrassing. This is beyond embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? I said it last week that, you know what I'm saying, it's hard to be a Colts fan. You know what I'm saying? They make you want to be a fan somewhere else. I'm always be a Colts fan through and through, no matter what. But the fact that you're sitting here watching this team perform the way it performed, Sam Ehlinger had no room to breathe in this game. He's a young quarterback, inexperienced quarterback. So, you know what I'm saying? Him missing the open players in the crossing route, Michael Pittman Jr. in the crossing route. Him missing, I believe that was Alec Pierce or Paris Campbell deep in the end zone. You know what I'm saying? And he just didn't let it fly. You know what I'm saying? And we know he got the arm to let that fly. And Campbell was wide open. Them are just inexperienced, and I don't hold. You know what I'm saying? Sam Ehlinger accountable for the game that he is playing, the game that he played last week against the Commanders, because he played a really good game last week against the Commanders. I knew that this game wasn't going to be easy. You're playing against the Patriots, you know what I'm saying? You're playing against Bill Belichick. He's calling this defense against you. He loves to, as we all know, you know what I'm saying, attack young quarterbacks, inexperienced quarterbacks like that. Everybody keeps talking about this. Yeah, he threw a pick six. 121 yards total for the entire team. I don't even have my thing in front of me so that I can go over some of the stats. I think we were getting like 2 yards a carry. We didn't even have a run game. I believe Sam had the most rushing yards. You know what I'm saying? 78 rushing yards or 70 plus rushing yards. I don't have the exact stats of what his rushing yards was last night, but he had more rushing yards than he had passing yards. I believe his passing yards was like 50 plus yards and to 70 plus yards of rushing. And you know that was the best on the entire team. Like the quarterback had the best rushing yards, like he had the best stats. Jelani Woods dropping 2 clutch passes, you know what I'm saying? I believe that we used like we literally used Mo Alley Cox today. I forgot that the cat was even on the team. Like we haven't utilized Mo Alley Cox in like 4, 5 weeks, maybe even 6 weeks. But our tight ends are too busy trying to block. It was atrocious. It was hard to watch that, man. Did you see Matt Pryor? He had like 4 possessions and allowed 3 snaps. I believe him on one of those snaps, bro. He got blew up so bad. Then he would flex like that, like, yeah, dude, you get blown on that. I said that the Colts was in tank mode. You know what I'm saying? That was my opinion, and nobody agrees with me. Nobody thinks that this is what we're looking at, you know what I'm saying, in tank mode. I'm just jumping all around the place, you know what I'm saying, because I don't have the luxury of going live and talking the way that I want to. So I have to really just hit and miss on some of the things that I want to talk about and just really just point out the key things. And so forgive me for just jumping all around the place. You know what I'm saying? But right now, you know what I'm saying? This because I'm already 6 minutes into this thing, so I only got 30 minutes. So here we go. Yeah, but back to what I was saying. The fact that I feel sorry because Sam is trying, you know what I'm saying, to do the damn thing. But this offensive line is just not giving it to him. You know what I'm saying? $41.5 million. $41.5 million. And you got to think 4 out of 5 players is getting split $21.5 million. We'll just rough it out and say that each player is getting $5 million a year. That's $20 million. You know what I'm saying? $1.5 million left over. Somebody's getting paid a little extra. I have to look at the contracts again. One man is getting $20 million, and he was just allowing sacks too. The consistency that I'm starting to see from the offensive line is almost like the consistency and the same script that we get from Frank Wright. You know what I'm saying? Every week about how you see a well-coached team. You know what I'm saying? We got out-coached, stuff like that, and it's like you got out-coached. You got out-coached, bro. Stop saying we did. And there's no accountability. None. Just no accountability on this thing at all. You know what I'm saying? It seems like no one is being held accountable for their actions. So the fact that, you know what I'm saying, one guy is getting paid $20 million and the other 4 has to split that 21.5, it kind of makes you go back to the off season. And I'm not really a big fan of Kenny Morris. I've never really, you know what I'm saying, been a fan of Kenny Morris, but he plays on the team. So, you know what I'm saying, I support him for what, you know what I'm saying, for what it's worth. And that's going to be a whole nother video or for another time, you know what I'm saying, talking about that diva. But real quick, going back when we, you know what I'm saying, in the off season, they were, you know what I'm saying, talking about Kenny Moore and like how he doesn't want to participate in, you know what I'm saying, organized team activities and going to practices and stuff like that. And someone left a quote saying, and I quote, I believe it was something like, you know what I'm saying, dude, you're getting paid more than what you're worth. You know what I'm saying? But he's seeing everybody else around him getting paid. So he wants to get paid more money. I said that to say this. You're paying this offensive line $41.5 million. And like I said earlier, you're paying one guy $20 million and the other 4 has to split 21.5. It may not mean nothing, but one of those guys, I do believe, that one of them is like, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm only getting paid like $3.5 million, $4 million a year. This dude over here getting paid $20 million. You know what I'm saying? I said last season that we were too big on Matt Pryor. You know, he played good, but I just didn't think that he played good enough to where he should be a starter. We didn't play Matt Pryor this season on left tackle, right tackle, and right guard, and we benched him on all three. Yeah, on all three positions. Like we shuffled him around in three different positions, and all three positions, you know what I'm saying, the cat failed. You know what I'm saying? So we done benched him on like all three of those positions. And I said last season, like I was saying about Kenny Moore, you know what I'm saying? We hyped his head up, made him bigger than what he was, made him feel like he was an all, you know what I'm saying, pro, whatever you want to call it, starter for this offensive line when he's not. You know what I'm saying? He's at best a number three, not even a backup. Like I said, last season he played pretty good, but I just do not believe that Matt Pryor played that good to where he should have been a starter on this offensive line this season. But you go back and you look at a lot of the comments on Matt Pryor, you know what I'm saying? So many people were so high on him. A lot of the people that are dogging him right now and dissing him and saying that he's suck and he's garbage, Colts Nation, Bring the Juice podcast, you know what I'm saying, the Horseshoe Stampede, all of them, all those people on those shows and them in Twitter, everything, they were all so high on Matt Pryor in the offseason on, you know what I'm saying, and he 75% trajectory and he should be the starter. And I was like, just like Kenny Moore, you know what I'm saying, he needs to stay in the in the nickel. Do not put him in coverage. Kenny Moore, every time he's in coverage, he gets his ass kicked, bro. Like, you can argue with me all you want, but it's like I said, you know what I'm saying? You hyped up Matt Pryor to be something that he wasn't, and it's showing, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if, like I said over on Cody's Loggers, if I said your legend logger, if I said your name right, when I mentioned this from Bring the Juice, you know, and he posted on Twitter about, you know what I'm saying, this season, the offensive line being the highest paid offensive line in the league at $41.5 million. And like I said, you know what I'm saying, it just makes me think about where the mindset of the other four offensive linemen is when it comes to things like that. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere in their mind, they got to be saying that, like, you know what I'm saying? This dude get paid $20 million, and we're getting paid at max 5.2 million. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? At max. You know what I'm saying? So whether that plays a part in it or not, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I would be thinking that it would. You know what I'm saying? Because it would play a part in my head. You know what I'm saying? I'm a director of a multi-billion-dollar company and everybody around me is making, you know what I'm saying, $1 million a year, and here I am making $150,000 a year, and I'm busting my ass harder than what they are. And it's like, y'all making $1 million a year and I only make you know what I'm saying, 100, whatever. That does kind of play a part too. So coaching also plays a big part. And the only thing that I can see as far as coaching is doing really good, and I've said it before, is Reggie Wayne, the wide receivers coach. You know what I'm saying? Those wide receivers are out there. You know what I'm saying? They're catching those balls that are being thrown to them. You know what I'm saying? That pick six, it was tipped. It was a little too high for Kylan Granson, the tight end. You know what I'm saying? He tipped it and it got picked. Those things happen when you have a young rookie quarterback. I'm not finna down Sam. I'm not finna dog Sam because I was big on him getting the start, and I'm still big on him getting the start. And I do believe that, in my honest opinion, that if Sam Ehlinger had a decent offensive line and a really good play caller or offensive coordinator, someone that could coordinate this offense and get it motivated. You know, Frank Wright said that Naeem Hines was a spark that can light a flame in this offense. And that's what this offense needs right now. It needs that spark that can light a flame under them because It's like I said before, in my opinion, it's just my opinion, you know what I'm saying? I believe that Chris Ballard and Frank Wright they stole in the heart, the soul, the love, the joy, the thunder out of every single Colts fan in the state of Indiana, and hell, all around, you know what I'm saying, the NFL world. Like, I left a tweet yesterday during the game saying, like, you know what I'm saying, this is nowhere near the Phillip Rivers team, you know what I'm saying, 11-5, making the playoff team and the wild card. Hell, this ain't even the Carson Wentz team, you know what I'm saying, that went 9-8. This is just horrible. Fun fact, I haven't said a fun fact in one of my videos in a while. Fun fact, and I'm glad that I just thought about this because this is what I was, and I'm so glad that, you know what I'm saying, I hate that Marcus Brady got fired last week, but this kind of proves my point as to what I was saying. Two things. One, a couple of weeks ago in one of my videos, I said that a lot of people always say that Frank Reich gets the best out of his quarterbacks. And when I said that, I left a statement saying, I was like, I said, I call bullshit. Let's test that theory. And I said the reason why I call bullshit is because, you know what I'm saying, every single quarterback that Frank Wright has been a veteran in the game or has had some type of experience. So they can see and read a defense pretty good, you know what I'm saying? Rivers, Wentz, even Matt Ryan, Brissett, and Andrew Luck, you know what I'm saying? Those were the luxury of the quarterbacks that he had passed. Test that theory. Are you getting the best out of your young quarterback in Sam Ehlinger? A lot of people credit the downfall to the Indianapolis Colts to, you know what I'm saying, Matt Ryan. And now a lot of people are saying that, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't Matt Ryan, it's the offensive line. I'm going to stick to what I said. It was both. It was the offensive line and Matt Ryan. And if you go back and you watch the games from week 1 until week 6, you know what I'm saying? If you watch those games, performance on the field, that was Matt Ryan that fumbled those balls. That was Matt Ryan that was throwing the interceptions. When he did have time, when this offense did show flashes that they could protect him in the week 6 game against the Jacksonville Jaguars, he threw 2 interceptions in that game. You know what I'm saying? He was fumbling and he was tripping. I called him a fossil and I meant that. I'm not going to stray away and say it was solely on the quarterback. It wasn't. It was both. It was a collective effort of the offensive line and the quarterback. Bring in Jonathan Taylor. Let's rush and get him back. For what? So he can get injured again playing behind this offensive line. And granted, you will never find another tight end tackle like Jack Doyle. Jack Doyle was the best in the league as far as tight ends blocking. You know what I'm saying? For blocks. He was the best in the entire league and will never be able to replace him. Someone will just have to step up and match that energy, match that talent that Jack Doyle brought to, you know what I'm saying, that offensive line as far as the tight ends go. But that's where our tight ends are at, you know what I'm saying, and why we haven't really been utilizing them because of this sucky ass offensive line. That's the tight ends have to step up and block. And these plays cannot develop if this offensive line cannot protect the quarterback. Why does Brandon Faison get so many snaps over Isaiah Rodgers Sr.? When Isaiah Rodgers Sr. is a proven cornerback who has, you know what I'm saying, he's like, the last time I checked was like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, and Isaiah Rodgers was number 6. Yeah, he was number 6. He was the sixth best cornerback in the entire league, next to Stephon Gilmore, who was coming in at number 5. And he has to split those snaps with Brandon Faison. And I call Brandon Faison a penalty box, bro. Like, the dude is a penalty box, like just, and especially on third downs. Brandon Faison is I don't know, man. It's not my call and it's not my decision, but I just feel that honestly that you know what I'm saying. Isaiah Rodgers Senior's, you know what I'm saying. He shouldn't have to split those snaps with him. I believe that honestly, Brandon Faison should be playing special teams. That's where he should have started at. On special team, returning punts. You know what I'm saying? Until he can work his way into, you know what I'm saying, that cornerback situation because you got Stephon Gilmore, you got Kenny Moore, who sucks in coverage, but when he plays the nickel corner, Kenny Moore is dominant. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, he that diva has not proven his worth. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, that's another video for another time. But these tight ends not being utilized the way they should be utilized. Mo Alley Cox makes like $7-8 million a year. And like I said, dude, we haven't used him in like 3-4 weeks, 5-6 weeks. And he caught 2 catches. 2. You know, everybody says who takes the fall? Well, the man fired the offensive coordinator. I mean, pretty much it all falls on him. Yo, that's my time, you know what I'm saying? I'm 22 minutes, 22 things, 22 minutes into this thing, you know what I'm saying? The Colts lose to the New England Patriots in week 9, 23-6. It was a horrible, horrible, embarrassing, not even embarrassing. It was just the worst performance of all. This offensive line, it's I have wooed that atrocity. It's just embarrassing to watch. It is embarrassing to watch. Yo, like I said, I'm sorry for just, you know what I'm saying, hitting and missing and touching all over the place, you know what I'm saying? Leave your thoughts and your comments in the comment section below. Hit that like, hit that share if you like the videos, you know what I'm saying? Again, leave your thoughts and your comments in the comment section below, you know what I'm saying? And subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so that you can be notified every time the Skinny Boy Coach drop a video. Yo, with that being said, it's a good day to still be a Colts fan. It's still a good day. Even though they suck ass right now, and we suck ass right now. But damn it, it feels good to be a Colts fan. That being said, peace and go Colts.